Yes. So class 8, today we are going to start with this poem. When I set out for Lyonesse. Lyonesse is the name of a place, and Lyonesse, as it is the name of a place, it is related to religious practice. At Lyonesse, you can say that a church is situated. Okay, the poet name is Thomas Hardy. He has gone to that place, and ultimately when he has returned from there, okay, he has gone to Lyonesse as he was anticipating that what kind of changes will be brought in his life after going there. He was just thinking that what kind of changes will be held in his life when he will go there. And ultimately what has happened, that when he has returned back from there, okay, so two things were noticed about him. What were those two things? Like, first is there was glow in his eyes. There was special type of light, magic in his eyes, and moreover, he has come out with a crumpled paper. Okay, crumpled paper means on this crumpled paper, what he has written? He has written a poem. It means what it means. It means that when you go to a place, that place definitely brings about changes in your life. And those changes, when they are brought, sometimes these changes are for good. Okay, so ultimately when we read this poem, we will come out this idea that visit to any place. If we visit any place, whether how short that place is, okay, visit to any place, it will definitely bring different type of, you can say, changes in our life. Suppose it shows the importance of small changes in our life, that small visits sometimes they also bring about significant changes in our lives. Okay, there are significant changes in our lives when we visit any place. So similarly here in this poem, the poet, who is an apprentice architect, apprentice, okay, apprentice, what is the meaning of apprentice? What is the meaning of apprentice? Apprentice means that when you learn any skill, okay, when you learn any skill, and during learning you are paid very little amount of, you can say, wages. Okay, so this is what it is called as, you can say, so this is what it is called as apprentice. Okay, so suppose you know that in many businesses sometimes the parents tell their children to go and learn this skill, they learn this work, and they are given some money. Okay, some wages they are being given, but very low amount, in just to meet their, you can say, daily expenses of coming and going. What is this? This is apprentice, means not completely skilled. Okay, so here in this poem, a young apprentice architect, means what is the profession of the poet? He is an architect. He is a British poet and novelist, Thomas Hardy. Okay, actually he is British poet and novelist. He once visited a parish. Parish means the person who is offering worships in the church, parish. Okay, so he has gone there. Okay, and ultimately why he has gone there? To supervise the restoration of a church. Restoration means some changes are being made. Okay, so this is, being an architect, he has gone there to supervise the work, whether it is whether it will be fulfilled at an appropriate, you can say, time, and moreover appropriate, you can say, things will be introduced in order to complete its, you can say, requirements. On his return from the parish, people noticed two things about him. So as I have told you, when he has returned from that church, two things were noticed about him. What? A new glow in his eyes, means there was a new glow in his eyes, means new kind of magical light in his eyes. It means what? It means that staying in the church, He got enlightened. He got some wisdom. He got knowledge. It means that going to a church is not a common activity, but what it is there, it makes you enlightened, it makes you fulfilled. Okay. And a new glow in his eyes, and he has also come with a crumpled piece of paper. Crumpled means folded. Suppose you got a paper and you fold it in this manner. What is this? And there are folds on the paper, like see here. Okay, so there are folds on the paper. What it means crumpled. Crumpled piece of paper sticking out of his coat pocket. So coat pocket. So what he has written on that coat pocket? He has written about a poem, about his experience, what he has experienced there. This he has written there. So as he has written about his poem there, that paper, it is recorded in one of his biographies, contained the draft of a poem. Means like Thomas Hardy, when he has written his biography. What is biography? It means story of his own life. Okay, right? Story of his life. When it is written, story of Thomas Hardy's life, there is, there are two type of biographies. One is called as biography, and another is autobiography. Autobiography. So what is biography? When your life story is written by someone else, it is called as biography. When you yourself is writing your, you can say, story of life with your experiences, this is called as autobiography. This is called as autobiography, right? So what he has said, that poem, that crumpled piece of paper that he has come out with, okay, that was sticking into his coat pocket, it contained that poem. This poem, in one of his, you can say, biographies, this draft of a poem is written, means what thoughts he has expressed there. And you are going to read that very poem. And what was that poem written, or what was written on that crumpled paper was a poem. And this is the poem, When I Set for Lioness. This we are going to read today. Okay. So, which the poet calls as Lioness. Okay. So this is the name of a place. So here goes the first paragraph, that when I set out for Lioness. Poet is saying that when I set out for Lioness, 100 miles away, means when I have gone for Lioness, which was far away from his place where he was living, the Rhine was on the spray. Okay, Rhine was means it was cold weather, right? It was, of course, cold weather, winter, and weather was cold, and straight and starlight lit my lonesomeness. In starlight, he was all alone. Nobody was there to accompany him. Only the starlight, means the light of the stars. Okay, the light of the stars, okay, lit my lonesomeness. So here's light of the stars. What is this symbolic of? Light of stars or starlight is symbolic of hope. Okay, what it symbolizes? It symbolizes hope. So this starlight, this is also an example of symbolism. Okay, the poet has used symbolism. Symbolically, what this starlight means? It means hope. Now, the poet is saying that there was nothing to accompany me at that time, but only hope, my hope. Okay, hope, how he has mentioned hope? He has mentioned hope whereas starlight. Okay, only his, you can say, hope, that is starlight, was there to beat his lonesomeness. Lonesomeness means he was all alone. Lonesomeness means being lonely. When I set out for Lioness, 100 miles away. So when I set means when this happens, when he has gone to Lioness, which was 100 miles away, he was expecting that what would happen to him. What would be his experience there? He was all alone there. He did not have anything except his hope with him, and this is the reason why he set out for Lyoness, and it was 100 miles away from him. What it was? It was 100 miles away from him, means it was very far away, where he has gone to as an architect, and nobody was there to accompany him. Only he was there with his hope to go there. Now here in this stanza, just see. The first line is, when I set out for Lyoness 100 miles away. It is again repeated at the end of this stanza. Okay, when I set out for Lyoness. So when this word, phrase or a line is repeated in the starting, or it is repeated in lines, this is called as anaphora. Okay, so when a line is repeated, what it is called as? It is called as anaphora. Okay, so what is this? This is an example of anaphora mentioned here. Okay, so what is this? This is an example of anaphora. Okay, so if we talk about the rhyme scheme, okay, so Lyoness is A. Second word is away, that is B. Third is spray, away and spray matches, so B. Then it is lonesomeness. Okay, again it is with Lyoness A. Okay, and Lyoness A, and again away, that is B. A, B, B, A, B. So now any doubt in this stanza? If you have, you can ask me now. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Raise up your hands. Avdi is saying clear. To all the students, it is clear? Right? Yes, students. Is it clear to all? Okay, fine. Right. So now next, the second paragraph. What would be chance at Lyoness? Be chance means happen by chance. Be chance means happen by chance. What would be chance at Lyoness? The poet is still thinking. What he is thinking? That what would happen to him at Lyoness? Okay, what means by chance he was expecting that what would happen to him at Lyoness while I should sojourn there. What is the meaning of sojourn? Sojourn means is to stay. Means he is thinking his stay there. Okay, when he will stay at Lyoness, he was just thinking that what would happen to him there. Okay, what would happen to him there? No prophet durst declare. No prophet means dust is poetic. Dust means dead. Prophet means the person of godly wisdom who can foresee and foretell future, who can tell about future. Means he's saying what will happen to me there and what kind of experience I will have there. Not even a prophet can explain it. Dust means it is poetic when the poet is changing the words. Okay, see here, dust means declared or dared, sorry. Okay, so this is called as poetic license. Poetic license, or it is, you can say, you just learn that it is poetic form. Okay, poetic form of dead, right? So means not even a prophet could dare to tell about this, what kind of experience I will have there at Lyoness. Nor did the wisest wizard guess. Wisest means who is very intelligent. Wizard means again not having human qualities, something special. Even he will not tell me what kind of experience I will have there. What would be chance at Lyoness? while I should sojourn there. Means what would happen to me? What a chance happening would happen to me when I come back from, or when I come back from Lyonesse on during my short stay at Lyonesse. Okay. So what it means the poet is saying this, that what would happen to us in future? What would happen to us? Nobody can tell us. Nobody can tell us that what would happen to us, or what kind of, you can say, experiences we will have in future. Okay, so this is what he is, of course, saying, that he was just thinking about that what kind of experiences he will have at Lyonesse when he will go at that place. Okay, so again here see the first line, what would be chance at Lyonesse while I should sojourn there. These two lines, they are again repeated at the end of this stanza. These are again repeated at the end of this stanza. So again, this is an example of what? This is an example of anaphora. What is this? This is an example of anaphora. Moreover, see, dust declare, dust dead. There is repetition of this sound, consonant sound, D. Okay, so this is an example of alliteration. Okay, and in the next line also, it is wisest wizard. Wisest wizard. WW, repetition of WW. So what is this? This is, of course, an example of what? This is, of course, an example of alliteration, right? I hope that now it is clear. So if you have any doubt in this poem, just in this stanza, just ask me. Any doubt of any, you can say, word or anything? Is it clear? So now, raise up your hands to tell me the rhyme scheme of this, you can say, stanza. What is the rhyme scheme? Just formulate it at once. The rhyme scheme of this stanza, just formulate it at once. And tell me, raise up your hands for the rhyme scheme. Yes, Pragati.
A B B A B.
Same one. A, B, B, A, and B. The same rhyme scheme is also applicable here. Okay. So now, Kritika, can you explain the meaning of second stanza? Yes, Kritika. Yes, Kritika, you can speak the meaning of second stanza. Can you explain it?
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, rhyme scheme A B B C A B नहीं है?
No, Linus and guess is again rhyming. So again, this is A. Okay, guess and Linus rhyming A. Okay, so A.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the rhyming scheme?
Huh?
Can you please repeat the rhyming scheme?
No. It is A. See, Linus is A. There, B, there, and declare rhyme. So it is B, B. And guess and Linus rhyme. So this is again A. So again Linus A, and then there declare again it is B. Okay. So
Okay,
can you explain the meaning of this second stanza?
Ma'am, in the second stanza, the poet is trying to explain that no one can explain your future, no one can foretell your future, because no one knows what you will do in your future. It only depends upon your experiences and your wise
means
decisions.
not even a single person can tell about that what kind of experience he would have during his visit to Lyonesse. Okay. So what
Not
kind of
even the greatest, not even the greatest prophet and the wisest
not
wizard
even
can
the
foretell
wisest
your
wizard
future.
tell about his visit to lioness, that what kind of experience, what kind of, you can say, experience that would be chance happen to him. No one can explain, right? So now coming to the last stanza of this poem. When I returned from lioness with magic in my eyes. So when the poet has returned from lioness, from this place, by where he has gone? He has gone to Lioness. Why he has gone to Lioness? He has gone to Lioness for the restoration of church as an apprentice architect. Okay. So when he has returned from there, so two things were noticed about him. Okay. So what were the two things noticed about him? Yes. So what were the two things noticed about him? Yes. First is with magic in my eyes. Okay. Magic in my eyes. Now the poet is saying that there was magic in my eyes. Okay. The people, they have noticed magic in his eyes. Now, what is the meaning of magic here? Magic here means that he has come out with a special type of glow in his eyes. Okay, glow in his eyes means showing a, you can say, magical sort of spell. Okay, that shows his enlightenment, that he got enlightened. Enlightened means attainment of knowledge, wisdom. Okay, when human beings, they got enlightened, special type of glow could be seen on their faces as well as in their eyes. So similarly here, what he has mentioned, that when he has returned from lioness, special type of magic was seen in his eyes, all marked with mute surmise. All marked with mute surmise. So now here, what is the meaning of surmise? Okay, so what is surmise? It means that something, suppose if we think that something is true, but we don't have an evidence about it to confirm it. This is the reason it is mute surmise. Okay, means people felt this kind of magical glow in his eyes, but they did not have evidence. We don't have evidence to show that he was enlightened, but still his magical eye or his magical spell in his eyes, it has confirmed the presence of wisdom, attainment of enlightenment by the poet. My radiance rare and fathomless. Okay, my radiance means that glow. Okay, right? My glow was rare means rare, not, it could not be seen on the faces of all the persons, but it could be seen only on the faces of those persons who are enlightened, and fathomless. Okay, so fathomless means it is so deep that it cannot be measured, and this kind of radiance, that glow, it can never be measured, means immeasurable. Okay, and he has also come out with a crumpled piece of paper on which this poem was written. So what he says, when I returned from lioness with magic in my eyes. So the poet is saying that when he has gone to lioness, he has come out with magic in his eyes, showing his attainment of wisdom as well as his attainment of knowledge. It means that before going to that place, he was living in darkness. He was not having much knowledge, but after going there, he got enlightened. He was full of knowledge. He was full of wisdom. Okay, so this is what he has explained in this poem. Means overall, what is the overall view of this poem is that the poet has given an example of his short experience to lioness. He has given his short experience, but actually through this short experience, what he wants to tell us that sometimes our visit to even small places or small incidents that happen in our lives, they bring about, you can say, great changes in our lives. How they bring great changes in our lives means that sometimes we have different kind of, you can say, experiences there. It is because of those experiences that our life seems to have changed. Our life seems to have, you can say, completely changed. This is the big change that has been seen in the, you can say, life of this poet, that he has gone from darkness. He was, you can say, he has gone there with out of darkness, and when he has come from there, a great change. Means we cannot judge, we can never, you can say, estimate that our visit to that place, what kind of experience or what kind of change our visit to that place will bring in our lives. Yes. So this is what he is explaining here. What the poet is explaining means that our visit to that place, we can never judge. Suppose you are going, suppose you are coming to school. Suppose there something happened that you learned a lesson of your life. So what it means? What it means? It means that there is a change. You have learned something new. Okay, and this is what the poem is all about. It means that our visit, or you can say sometimes our going to a place for a short while, can bring about great changes in our lives. And this is what this poem is all about. Okay, so I hope that now the poem is clear. Now if you have doubts, you can ask me your doubts.